Quick question for you. What costs Edmonton buyers more? Buying this summer or waiting until winter? Most people think waiting until winter gives you leverage, and to be fair, in Edmonton, it can. But here's the twist. Winter leverage only works if you're truly ready to jump when the right listing hits, because there's less inventory, more competition for the good stuff, and you still face higher carrying costs if you're unprepared. So today, I'll break down the real numbers, the seasonal timing, and how smart buyers protect themselves so you know if you should buy now or hold out for those winter deals. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am Tristan, an Edmonton-based realtor, and I know that the biggest question floating around right now is, should I buy now or should I wait? Maybe your uncle says, just wait, the market's gonna tank, or your coworker says interest rates will drop soon, just hold out. And I get it. Real estate can feel like gambling, but I don't want my clients or you to gamble. I want you to make a decision that feels smart and safe for your family's finances. So in today's video, I'm unpacking what the current Edmonton data says, how the seasons actually change your leverage here, the hidden costs of waiting for the dip, and when waiting is truly smart, and when it quietly drains your wallet. If you appreciate clear, calm, data-backed advice with zero pressure, hit that like button and subscribe. It genuinely helps more people in our city make decisions that they can sleep well with. All right, let's get into the real numbers. Let's zoom out for a second and look at what's actually happening on the ground in Edmonton right now, because the headlines and reality don't always match. As of this week, there are about 2,600 active single-family homes on the market, meaning these homes are still waiting for the right buyer. The median days on market for these active listings is 28 days. So on average, current sellers have already been on the market for about a month and are likely starting to feel the pressure to negotiate if they don't see an offer soon. The median list price for these unsold homes sits around $589,900. But here's the part that smart buyers watch closely. In the past 30 days alone, 1,145 single-family homes actually sold. And those numbers tell the real story. For the homes that found a buyer, the median days on market was much lower, just 19 days. And the median sold price was $500,000. So there's still a clear gap between what some sellers hope to get and where serious buyers are stepping in with firm offers. And if a property is priced properly, it usually moves quickly. Right now, Edmonton is sitting at about 2.27 months of inventory for single-family homes. In simple terms, that means we've shifted into more of a balanced market as we move through the summer. Buyers have more choice than they did this spring, but the best homes, the ones in high-demand areas priced under $500,000 and staged well, are still going fast. Multiple offers, they're absolutely still happening, but they're more selective now. Well-kept acreages in good locations, updated detached homes in popular family areas, and anything listed under that magic $500,000 mark are drawing the most action right now. So despite what your uncle or your neighbor's Facebook post might claim, Edmonton hasn't crashed, not even close. We've moved from a sprint to a steady jog, which means buyers have a bit more leverage and time to think, but the sharp listings still hold their value and attract multiple offers when priced right. Long story short, the numbers show where the real opportunities are, and that's exactly what I'm here to break down for you today. Let's break down what really happens when you wait to buy a home in Edmonton hoping to score a better deal. Right now, you could buy a $450,000 home, lock in a 5-year fixed mortgage rate at around 4.14% through a major bank, or even as low as 3.84% through an alternative Canadian lender if you qualify. That's a very competitive rate in today's market. Now, let's say you decide to wait 6 months, hoping that winter brings a better price, because some sellers might have a bit more motivation to sell. It's true, in Edmonton, winter can mean a bit more buyer leverage. You might save anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 if you find the right seller under pressure to move for work or family reasons. But here's where most buyers overlook these hidden costs. You can't control what mortgage rates will do while you wait. So even a small bump of 0.5% can quickly eat away at that winter discount. For example, at today's lowest available rate of 3.84%, your monthly payment on a $450,000 mortgage would be roughly $2,300. Now, if you wait and rates creep up to 4.5%, your payment jumps closer to $2,430 a month. Over 5 years, that extra $120 a month adds up to about $7,200 in extra interest, wiping out a big chunk of your hoped for winter saving. And here's the part most people forget. While you wait, you're still paying to live somewhere. Let's say you're renting an apartment for $1,800 per month. That's $10,800 out of pocket over those 6 months. Money that builds zero equity for your future. And if you're ready to buy sooner but locked into a lease, breaking it might cost you another $1,500 to $4,000 in penalties, depending on your agreement. The big truth is this: waiting is always a risk. You're trying to guess two things at once: prices and rates. And no one can guarantee both will line up perfectly for you. Even if prices drop slightly in the winter, higher rates or extra rent can wipe out that discount. Plus, Edmonton's winter inventory always tightens up. So you'll have fewer homes to choose from, and the best listings still sell quickly, even when there's snow on the ground. So instead of gambling on timing the market, smart buyers do the real math for their situation. They lock in a great rate while it's available, weigh lease costs carefully, and buy when it makes sense for their life and their budget. That's how you protect your wallet and your peace of mind. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of most buyers because you're learning how to work with the real numbers and not just guess. If you're watching this and you're thinking, this actually makes sense, I think I'm ready to see if the numbers work for me, then don't wait until the end. Pause for a second and shoot me a quick message. I'll run a personalized breakdown for your budget, your timeline, and your goals. No cost, no pushy sales pitch, just real numbers so that you can decide if buying this summer or waiting for winter makes sense for you. All right, let's get back into the rest of this video so you can finish this with total clarity and confidence. Not everybody should buy right now, and that's okay. Waiting can be smart if it's part of a plan and not a gamble. If your credit score needs some work, take the time to fix it. Even improving by 20 to 40 points can get you a better rate and save thousands over the lifetime of your mortgage. Strong credit also keeps your refinance and renewal options flexible later. If your income isn't stable or you're between jobs, hold off until you're comfortable with the payment. Buying before you're ready can mean big stress and risky forced sales if your situation changes. A bigger down payment is another smart reason to wait. If you're at 5 or 10% now, pushing closer to 20 can avoid that CMHC insurance, saving $12,000 to $17,000 upfront on a $450,000 home. It also means a much lower monthly payment and less interest paid over time. Just balance that against rent and price growth while you save. Winter in Edmonton can be a great opportunity if you're prepared. Sellers in the winter often need to sell. Relocations, tight timelines, or carrying two mortgages. You'll usually face less competition, fewer bidding wars, and more room to negotiate. But the trade-off is that the inventory drops in the winter. There's less to pick from, and the best homes still sell fast. And if rates go up before you buy, your savings on price can vanish into higher borrowing costs. Bottom line, waiting works when it's intentional, fixing credit, saving more, or planning for winter deals. Waiting without a plan rarely pays off. The smartest move is to know your numbers, lock in a good rate when it's available, and buy when your life and finances say that you're ready, not when the headlines say maybe later. So what's the smartest mindset for Edmonton buyers heading into the second half of 2025? It's simple. Know your real numbers and stay ahead of the market, not behind it. The asking price alone doesn't mean much if you don't fully understand what you're comfortable paying each month. That means planning for your mortgage payment, taxes, utilities, and leaving a realistic buffer for life's surprises. Get pre-approved before you fall in love with the house. A strong pre-approval doesn't just show you how much you can borrow, it locks in today's rate for up to 120 days and gives you leverage to negotiate when you find the right property. And then work with a realtor who watches local market data daily, not just monthly summaries. Real-time data helps you see exactly which listings are overpriced and which are worth an offer. Real-time data helps you see exactly which listings are overpriced, which are worth an offer, and when to walk away. My clients use this daily pulse to avoid bidding too high and to jump fast when a perfect match pops up. Smart buyers in the middle of 2025 are taking advantage of this balanced inventory to negotiate better terms. They're passing on outdated homes priced too high, choosing well-maintained properties that are realistically listed, and structuring offers with smart conditions and flexible mortgage terms so that they can refinance easily if rates drop later. They also know their deal breakers up front. That confidence keeps them calm and in control. No rushed offers, no regret. It's a practical, data-backed strategy that works better than guessing where prices or rates might go up. Bottom line, Edmonton still has great opportunities this year, but they belong to buyers who treat the process like an investment, not a gamble. Know your numbers, secure a good rate, and buy when your life and budget say it's right. So, should you buy now or wait a few more months? The truth is, the numbers are different for everyone. Your job, your income, your plans. These matter more than any headline or prediction. If you're watching this and you're wondering what the numbers look like for you, don't guess. Reach out. Drop a comment below or check the description for my phone number and email, and I'll run a personalized breakdown for your budget, lease, and timeline. No cost, no pressure, just clear numbers so that you can decide if buying now or waiting makes the most sense for you. If this video helped you out, please hit that like button and subscribe. Every week, I break down what's really happening in Edmonton real estate and share practical advice to help you move smart and stress-free. And before you go, if you want to avoid one of the biggest, most expensive mistakes that I see buyers make all of the time, watch this video right here. Trust me, you will thank me later. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, and happy house hunting.